Good evening. Let me ask you, have you ever wondered if dieting is really worth all the extra time and effort that seems to go into making healthier meals? Many people scoff at the idea of dieting due to the common misconception that weight loss is the only reason you would diet in the first place. However, dieting can actually lead to a longer, healthier life. Dieting may not seem like it's worth the effort. However, it can lead to increase in mental and physical health while also helping to combat weight gain and other serious diseases that are likely to affect either you or someone you know in your lifetime. Through this speech, I hope to convey to my audience that dieting isn't just a rigorous eating routine for athletes, but rather something that has many health benefits that are relevant and important to everyone. In this speech, I plan to first detail the many health benefits that come with dieting. Then, I plan on discussing how low-carb dieting can affect your body on a microscopic level. And finally, I plan on giving advice on how to properly diet so as to prevent these health risks that come with an unbalanced diet. First, I'd like to begin talking about the many health benefits that come with dieting. The first that comes to mind is a reduced risk of heart failure or heart disease. Vera Tweed in 2019 published an article in Better Nutrition, and it detailed how a low-carb diet can actually reduce the amount of fat that's marbled around the heart, which is the most deadly type of fat that you can have in your body. Tweed actually continued by detailing that the higher level of glucose that you have in your bloodstream will actually lead to an increase in heart disease. Inversely, she also talked about how a low-carb diet can actually reduce your risk of heart disease. Moving on, another health benefit that comes with dieting is a reduced risk of cancer. Now, cancer cells are different from normal cells in your body in that they need a lot more fuel in order to reproduce because they're reproducing at such a fast rate. Cancer cells will eat up as many carbohydrates as they can in order to reproduce and grow. However, our natural cells can actually use something converted from fat. It's a chemical called ketones, and it can actually be used just as well as glucose by the mitochondria. The final health benefit that comes with dieting may seem obvious, but it's weight loss. Vera Tweed researched that over the course of 1 year, patients that were just on a Mediterranean diet, which is a form of low-carb diet, were able to lose up to 24 pounds in just 1 year. In the same way that it affects cancer cells, a low-carb diet can actually help burn fat by converting all of this fat that is naturally in your body into ketones, which will then later be used for fuel. Now, I've touched on the health benefits that come with dieting. However, now I'd like to move on to how a low-carb diet can affect your body internally at a microscopic level. I'd like to begin by first talking about ketones. Now, your body actually does not immediately use fat as fuel. It has to convert the fat into this chemical called ketones. And ketones can be used by your cells at the same rate as glucose can be used. In addition to ketones, you also have a chemical in your body called cholesterol. Now, cholesterol is actually sugar that has been converted in your liver in order to make two different types of cholesterol. There's high-density cholesterol and low-density. Now, high-density is actually very useful cholesterol that your body can use. However, low-density lipoprotein cholesterol is actually very harmful for your body and can lead to blood clots, leading to heart attack, and stroke. Now, I've touched on the benefits that come with dieting as well as how it works on a microscopic level. Now, I'd like to talk about how to properly diet. When it comes to dieting, especially with low carb, there's many different types of way to diet. For example, you have Mediterranean diet, you have Atkins diet, and you have keto diet, which are all three types of low carb diet. So it can get confusing as to which regimen you need to follow. However, once you understand the information, it's easy to just jump right into it. Buscilli in 2009 actually published an article detailing how the Mediterranean diet and the Atkins diet were actually not the same, and that the Atkins diet was worse for you because it had extra fat that you didn't need. So not only do you have to cut out carbs, but you actually have to view what else you're eating with that meal. With the Mediterranean diet, I would recommend a small amount of poultry or fish, and vegetables that are high in protein and in healthy carbs. Now, dieting may not seem like it's all that important, but the diseases that it can help combat are very important. In this speech, I've touched on the many health benefits that come with dieting, as well as how low-carb dieting affects you internally, and how to properly diet. If you're scared of possibly getting diagnosed with some disease like coronary heart disease, I would recommend that you start dieting as soon as possible in order to live a longer, healthier life. And remember, next time you go to McDonald's, you may want to consider staying home and making a home-cooked meal, or at least not getting the fries or the McFlurry next time. Thank you. Oh, my sources are Buscemi S, published in 2009. Effects of low carbohydrate diet versus Mediterranean diet, and Shireen Khoury, September 17th, 2019, published, called Understanding Cholesterol. Then R.J. Clement published Is There a Role for Carbohydrate Restriction in the Prevention of Cancer, on the 26th of October, 2011. And then finally, Vera Tweed published Better Nutrition in January 2021. Thank you.